Hey guys, welcome back to this video podcast. My name is Clough and I'm here to support you to live the life that you desire. I really believe that you have everything inside of you to be able to create as many changes as you wish and to also to achieve any goal that you desire. It's one of those things which I just know is within us all. And today I want to give you some tips on how you can actually achieve certain goals. Just 5 key principles, and I talk about this in my book, Be Your Potential. And it's called The Keys to Success, and you can apply this in any area of your life, from your health, relationships, career, finances, whatever it may be for you. And I believe if you apply them, if you dedicate yourself to this, if you commit yourself to this, you're able to create some wonderful changes. So obviously I'll go into far more depth in the book, Be Your Potential, but I wanted to give you something which will allow you to apply directly today. So the first thing is that you need to know your outcome. So the first step, number 1, is to know your outcome. Know your goal, in other words. So what is it that you'd like to achieve? What is it that you desire in your life that if you could have, would allow you to feel a wonderful, wonderful set of feelings, or would add value into your life? And that could be in any area of your life. It could actually incorporate every area of your life. But the key is you need to know your desired outcome. And the key is that you've got to make sure you understand it and think about it and have in your mind the positive side to that outcome. You need to understand that wherever your attention goes, the energy flows. So if you're focusing on, well, I don't want to be more in debt, the chances are your brain is going to look for more debt in your life. But if your goal or outcome is to earn X amount of money, and it's very good to be specific, by the way, but it's definitely in the positive, then your brain will start to look for more of it. I mean, think about this for a metaphor. When you go into a car and it has a satellite navigation device, what's the very first thing that you do? Well, you put in your destination. So you put in your destination, and the wonderful genius kind of computer it is, it figures out the route from all the way from your destination to where you presently are in the most quickest, most wonderful way to make your journey effortless, or hopefully anyway. Same thing as the brain. You need to have in your mind your destination. Not all the things you don't want in your life, because that will mean, in the satellite navigation metaphor, you'd have to visit everywhere you don't want to go to get to where you want to go. Doesn't make sense, does it? And it doesn't make sense on a brain level either. If you consider and really think about your desired outcome in the positive, your brain will find the quickest route to get you there. Ultimately, whatever you think about, more predominantly, your brain will look for more things like it, or more opportunities which will allow you to get there. So you need to know your desired outcome, absolutely in the positive, exactly how you want it to be. And as I said, the more specific you are, the better it is. The second step is, knowing we know our outcome, we've got to do something about it. You've got to take action here. If you're watched a film like The Secret or a fan of the Law of Attraction, some things people miss out on. They just visualize and hope that it will happen. They'll meditate that there's their desired outcome and expect it to happen. Now, I love expecting things to happen. When I expect things to happen, the chances are, in my life, I'm going to make them happen. And that's the key. You've got to apply yourself. You've got to take massive and inspired action to achieve your goal. You've got to do whatever it takes. Look at everyone in the world who's achieved anything. They've had to do something about it. They knew their outcome, they knew where they were, but they had to put some steps in place. Now, something that you can do is consider 5 actions that, if you were to apply every day, would allow you to move closer to your goal. And the more you consistently do it, it will give you more energy and momentum to achieve your goal. So you need to consider what actions you can take today and every day which will allow you to move forward. Therefore, you're projecting what you want in your desired outcome. You're really having that in your mind, but you're also coupling it up with inspired action, doing something about it, something positive. The third step is ultimately to be aware of the results that you're getting. Now, if you're not getting the results that you want, and you're taking all this inspired action, but you're just not getting there, well, you need to be aware of that. You need to be able to recalibrate where you are, what you're doing, and then you can begin to change it, which actually takes me on to step 4. So we know our desired outcome. We're taking massive and inspired action. We're aware of the results that we're getting. And then the fourth one is to have behavioral flexibility. Here's the thing. The more flexible you are in who you are and in your environment, you're able to adapt to it. The reason why you're here today is because you've been flexible enough to survive, and the generations before you have been flexible. So that's very much a biological thing, that our body has been able to ultimately evolve in its environment to survive. But we can take that learning. So once you're aware if something's not working, you need to be flexible in who you are, what you do, and how you think to do something different. So if we get a failure, or definitely a perceived failure, but if something, kind of a stumbling block happens, we need to be able to be flexible in our behavior. We don't want to be rigid, in other words, or feel a certain emotion and feel stuck. We need to change our state and change our behavior and be flexible. And if you apply that, you're going to see some really great results. And then the last step, step 5, is ultimately to have a psychology and physiology of excellence. So if you could think about the practical steps of 1 to 4, knowing your outcome, taking inspired and massive action. Number 3, which was being aware of the results that you're getting, and 4 is being flexible even. Number 5 is ultimately to have that psychology and physiology of excellence. You need to maintain your emotional state. You need to be able to put yourself in the right state. And there's a few things you can do with that. You can feel gratitude. Waking up every day, considering what you can be grateful for, sets you up for the day. But there's other things as well, like really assuming the feeling of having achieved your outcome, being powerful, having the I am statements like I am worthy, I am good enough, I am capable, I am powerful. That gives us a real thoughts, but those thoughts create those feelings on a psychological level, but also on a biological level. We've all been into maybe the gym, and sometimes we just don't feel that energy or that strength or endurance. But when we consider the kind of days where we're absolutely on fire in the gym, or we're just so productive in our life, it's usually down to how we feel. So the more you assume positive feelings, the more you listen to inspiring things. And that's why I love doing my podcasts and these videos, ultimately because the more you surround yourself with information, inspiring information, it actually motivates you on a neurological level to be more and have more on the inside world of you and the outside world of you. So to really, step 5 is to assume the feelings that you'd like to have, get the psychology down, really have your mind on your outcome, really feel good about yourself, even if it doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel true. If you go every day, I am worthy, I am good enough, I'm powerful, I am strong, but you don't feel it just yet, that's okay. It takes time sometimes for your unconscious mind to acknowledge the real deep truth about you. Ultimately because maybe we've been programmed through our past experience, or by a society, or by certain people in our life, to not feel worthy or not to feel powerful. Now it's time to reclaim that back. So persist with the I am statements, that I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy. And the more you do that, your unconscious mind will begin to think and feel it, and ultimately know that it's true. So there's my 5 steps to success. You can get more information in the book if you're interested in that. But other than that, apply this into your life over the next couple of weeks and notice what happens. The more you do it, the more powerful you become. I know this directly by applying it into my life, in my my career, my finances, my health, my relationships, my friendships, the more that I put my attention to this type of 5 keys to success, you're able to really manifest, achieve, and have all your desires. It may not happen overnight, but then again, life is a journey. And the learnings you get on this journey will be far more valuable by applying these types of mindsets. So until then, I look forward to speaking to you soon. You can find more information about me at josephclough.com. Also on Facebook, which is facebook.com/josephfanpage, and twitter.com/josephclough. So until the next time, I will speak to you very, very soon. Many thanks and goodbye. My book, Be Your Potential.